All right, we are live. Amen. Say, man.
Hey man.
Say, man.
Hey,
North,
we
North.
back. Man, I'm so excited about this episode. Like I said, technically this podcast, but really, like I said, we just on here have a conversation. Uh, Definitely thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the pod, as well as just the support that we've gotten close to a year that we've been on. Definitely want to say thank you for Corojo number 5 for sending me a bundle of your
Already?
amazing.
Yes, sir.
We
Yes, sir.
definitely appreciate it. Lindsay's Hospitality House, we still waiting on that endorsement and that sponsorship. We
Yes,
still gonna eat them chopped beef sandwiches. We appreciate.
yes. That's
Uh,
what I'm gonna do.
Yes,
That's what
sir.
I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do.
yeah.
And I'm gonna
So
fix the junk.
yeah, we definitely excited about these two young men that like I said we grew up with. I like to start. Thank you, JD Jermaine Layden for joining us today. Also, my boy Vito. We definitely appreciate you guys jumping on with us today. Thank you for the brotherhood. Thank you for the friendship.
Yes, sir.
Uh, and we definitely appreciate you guys for tuning in. What we like to always do before we start, just want to see where everybody's mental state is. But before we do that,
Mm-hmm.
definitely want to thank my two co-hosts, Ride Out and Shaft. Fellas, we almost a year in. Definitely
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
you guys. We had our ups and downs, more ups and downs, but we in this thing.
That's
We in
where
this
we
thing.
at.
Yes, sir.
We in
I
this
think
thing.
what's up with this though?
What's
Yeah.
that?
So that this toast though.
Goddamn toast. Definitely, we want to give a toast to those who have seen us at our best and to those that have seen us at our worst and they can't tell the difference. Salute to brotherhood, fellas.
It's a brotherhood. The north side.
Already. And North Little Rock. Anybody in North Little Rock that's tuning in, we know y'all got that Jordan sponsorship. I need all apparel. I need all merch.
Yeah.
Anything. That North Little Rock sign and that Jordan symbol on it. I need it all. I don't care what it is: socks, drawers, headband, wristband. I need it
Whatever.
all.
Whatever.
Yeah. So where everybody at mentally, man? I go ahead and start off. You know what? Today I say I'm at a 10, man. I'm on the right side of the dirt.
Okay.
Today is
That's what I'm
definitely
talking
a
about.
beautiful day. And like I said, family, everybody's good and healthy. So definitely glad to be here. So I say I'm at a 10.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll second that, man. I'll definitely second that. I'll say I'm at about a 10. Definitely glad I woke up this morning. Always thankful for that because, the alternative.
Yes.
But yeah, man, I'm in a good space right now, man. I'm feeling good. Just trying to be the best version of myself that I can be.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Simple.
You know me. I'm always at 10. I woke up this morning feeling good. You know what I'm saying? So as long as I'm here on earth, fellas, I'm at a 10, goddamn it. So
Yeah.
let's go.
Yes, sir.
Tension.
Yeah, I follow up with y'all, man. I'm on the 10 as well, man. In that season of manifestation, I know I am the father of one man, so I always ran here feeling like Alpha and Omega. You know what I mean? I understand I'm a
Yeah.
beginning and ending.
Yes, sir.
Everything it is I'm trying to accomplish. I'm one with the source, man. So definitely highly favored, man. Thanks to the Most High. Definitely on the 10.
Yes, sir.
Take us on, Ride Out.
Yeah, but I'm on the 10 as well, man. Just for the
Okay,
simple
goddamn it.
being able to walk, talk, see, and think for myself, man. I have no complaints. I'm here. I got my brothers. We on to another show. I'm ready to catch up with my guys, man. Just basically have a good time, man. So I'm at a 10.
All right, we got us a
We back,
50 piece.
baby.
Yes, sir. 50 piece.
Back.
Dunk contest.
Right.
Yeah, let's go and get in this thing, man. And I'll let, like I said, any one of you fellas, answer first. But just growing up on the North, what role did basketball and sports, just in general, shape who you are today?
Go ahead, JD.
Yeah.
Man, everything. So when I came down here, originally I'm from Cali, man. We came down here towards the end of my elementary. And I came through Ridge Road. So I got to deal with Coach Rice there.
Yes, sir.
You know, so man, yeah, he could shoot the pill off the ball back then like crazy. But I came through like Mr. Jones with the Chargers. He sent me over to the Saints with my age group. But basketball taught me, man, accountability. It taught me accountability. It taught me a sense of pride. It taught me brotherhood. It taught me work ethic. And it taught me how, more than anything, it taught me how to take criticism. You know, a lot of times from the communities we come to, a lot of us come up in a household sometime without fathers. I was fortunate enough to come up in a household with my father, but a lot of the people we come up around come up in households without their father. So you don't quite understand what it is to, one, be criticized, or two, see another male take critique, you know, and understand how to process and how to handle it. And as you get older and we go out into this world, you know, especially as a black man, what you realize more than anything is every time you step out this door, this world critique you.
Yes.
Like, so if you don't understand how to be critiqued, you know what I mean? Like, this world will drown you for sure. So basketball meant a lot to me, man, because I was one of those people, man, who grew up not only through basketball, but through sports, you know? So sports raised me, man, outside of my parents, obviously, but sports raised me because it gave me a lending ear, and it opened up my ear to things that my parents could not necessarily tell me, but they exposed me to through sports, and I gravitated to it.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Real.
Yeah, I second a lot of what JD said. For me, for sure, sports was something. It gave me, especially the game of basketball, it gave me something to aspire to. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of my heroes that, or you know, people that I looked up to growing up were playing basketball. You know, and then on top of that, they looked like me. So it gave me something to aspire to the point to where I like it made me want to try to be great and try to emulate what they were doing. So yeah, the game of basketball for sure, it's definitely a big part of the upbringing.
I like that, man. I like that.
I like that.
JD, you say you went to Rio Road and played with Coach Rice?
Man, you know, at that point in time, man, it was like Coach Casey over there, but Rice was coming in and assist and help out and stuff like that. You know, he was walking them halls at that time.
Okay.
But anytime we was having like them faculty games and stuff like that,
yes, sir.
You know, Coach Rice is almost like AB. Y'all know AB.
Yes,
AB
yes, sir.
Like, I'm him. Like, don't get it twisted. Like,
they had a game today. They had the double team. They took him over to the bleachers.
Hey, my boy just scored 75 points the other day.
He did that.
A men's league. Shout out to AB, baby.
Wow.
Yeah,
he did
that.
that.
That's Coach Rice talk right there. I think he gave us like 71. I think something like that. Yes. Yeah, he did that.
Yeah, that was one of them cats, man. You know, when they cross half court,
got to pick him up.
Got to.
Got to pick him up.
Yeah. What inspired you guys?
In the men's league?
Yeah.
They followed that nigga. They got him from the car.
Man, if I remember right, I want to say in one of them quarters he had, it was like 9 or 12 threes.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Or either it was the first half. It was something crazy, man.
In one quarter?
AB is not that tall either, y'all.
Right.
Not that tall at all, but that don't matter. As you can hear, that does not matter.
Say it with your chest.
Man,
right.
What?
Yes, sir.
Right. What inspired you guys to start coaching? And Vern, you can start off.
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a little bit of two things for me. For one, just the love of the game. You know, just the game of basketball itself and all that it entails. And then I've been working with kids since I was a kid. You know, growing up in the Boys and Girls Club, church. You know, the whole shebang, man. And I think it was also the influence of people like, you know, Uncle Rico Bennett, you know what I'm saying? AKA, you know, Thomas Noble, you know what I'm saying? These are people that raised us, you know what I'm saying? And they really did, like, man, they sold a lot into us. So I just felt like, man, it was honestly my duty to turn around, you know, when I became of age to do the same thing. And what better way to do that than through basketball? I mean, honestly, that's what really led me to working with kids, you know, and getting into coaching the way that I did. I just, man, I'll sit if you let me, I'll literally sit in the gym all day and just sit there and watch the game. So if
Right.
that tells you anything about it, man, that's what really inspired me to get into coaching, man. Just the influences that I had.
Yeah. You're probably sit in the gym all day and watch it, then go home and pull up a game on TV, huh?
Man, you know how it goes.
yeah. I'm the
Yes,
same
sir.
way.
Yes,
I'm the
sir.
same.
Man, so the interesting thing, fellas, like I still don't consider myself to be a coach, right? So
Okay.
I want to say a few years ago, I came into this with V. He was coaching over at North Heights. And, you know, I would just come over there and just kind of sit on the bench with him. And you get to building these relationships with the kids. That it's like, man, if that kid worked on this, he'd be all right at this. And so I started going to practice and stuff. And I started told my son along with me. But, man, you know, the biggest thing I've been trying to do is get off the bench. So that's why I've been working so hard to get a good staff of coaches to come through here that has development training, a resume, and everything. But, you know, more than anything, man, I consider myself to be a leader. I feel like I've always been a leader amongst boys and then a leader amongst men. You know, like I come up under those Rodney Nathans, those Quincy Rose, those Eddie Armstrong.
Yes.
You know,
them height boys.
yeah, 26 block. You know what I mean? So
yeah, for
I
sure.
come from the 26 block, and then like, man, one of the biggest people that had an influence on my life, man, was Jimmy Beasley. And anybody who know Jimmy has always been a leader amongst men. So I like to think of myself as just being a leader, man. I just think like I can kind of come into any situation, man, and improve it, and I can always find my space where I can either follow, because you know a great leader first must be a great follower.
Yes.
So I can either follow and do the role I must be, or I can lead. So definitely not a coach, but I definitely like to think of myself as being somebody, man, who's a leader of these young kids in which you're trying to develop.
I like that, bro. I like that.
Man, I like that, man.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna piggyback off what you said as far as just being a leader. Can you guys just kind of talk more about DYABL, just kind of what it stands for and what organizations and coaches do you currently have under DYABL?
So DYABL, get it in here.
Yes, sir.
Stands for Developing Young Athletes by Layton. So it's something, man, that I started as a Skills and Drills Academy. And me and Vito got a rocking. You know, when I was sitting over there on that bench room over there in the North Carolina Rec League, we were looking at those kids. And back to the point I was saying, if these kids have more skill development, man, they can do a lot more better, you know. So it was just kind of one of the things I was like, man, we should start something this summer, man. Let's just start a Skills and Drills Academy. And we just work on these kids with their ball handling, get them in shape conditionally. And they have more of the year's time to play ball. Because as y'all know, ball never stops. It's an all year round thing when you want to be good at it.
Yes.
So it was us trying to figure out how to introduce that to grassroots here in North Little Rock, and trying to do that at an affordable price, because the issue with a lot of the kids from the inner city in which we come from, they can't afford trainers and they can't afford this year round training. So it's like, man, how can we make this at an affordable price where they can afford it? So the first year we were doing like, you know, $50-some a month, and that was giving them 3 training sessions a week. And then this last summer that we did it for free. You know, so we was able to do it for free. And this year when we did it for free, man, it packed in so much talent that when we was in there, these kids started inquiring about a team. Like, hey, are y'all gonna put us on the team? We was like, well, it wasn't a thought, but y'all want to get in something? So we literally just threw the boys in a tournament, and they beat in that week the second best team out of Memphis. So we was like, oh, okay, we won a championship. 2 weeks later, we threw them in something else, and we got to play against Bryson Warren United at the time.
Okay.
Amazing program, amazing coaches. They're now like Arkansas United, aka Hawks, but amazing program. And we had the chance to play them in a showcase, and we beat them in a championship. Well, not a championship game, but a showcase game by 2 points. And at that point in time, that team hadn't lost a game in a state in over 4 years.
Okay.
And I don't even say in over 4 years. Out of the 4 years that they existed, they never lost a game.
Wow.
And we beat them. And we beat them at that point in time with kids that we had for 4 weeks.
Wow.
So that's what then turned into like, damn, let's just make this a team.
Right. We own something.
Have a name at the time.
Yeah.
We didn't have a name of the team at the time. It's like, well, I guess we need to give them a name.
Yeah.
So we kind of came up with the Gorillas, DYABL Gorillas. And man, that just kind of turned into the boys that Vernon initially had was a younger group. It was fourth graders at the time. So we was like, man, let's bring them in and they can be the fourth grade team. So we had a fifth grade and a fourth grade team. Mm-hmm. And it literally just kind of happened like overnight, man, to where, you don't realize how fast these things can kind of go. And man, at a point in time, it was like, man, we literally over here scraping money out our own pocket, just trying to get these kids in tournaments and games, buy jerseys, and et cetera. Right. Because we weren't charging no fees, we weren't charging no team fees, no tournament. We just like, man, let's just get these kids some runs. But when you winning like that, it just kept going and kept going and kept going and kept going. So, man, it started from literally a skills and drills camp, man, to turning into this basketball program that we now have. And it now runs 9th grade all the way down through 2nd.
Yeah.
9th grade down through 2nd. And we got some great people in here, man. 9th grade, we got Anton Beard. Mm-hmm. Obviously, y'all know, a lot of people know Anton record, but I mean, multiple state championships. Yes. First team SEC freshman of the year with the Razorbacks. We got Butter. Butter probably done made more Division I players in this state than anybody. Yeah, I mean, he's one of the handful.
Yes.
He's over 7th grade. So Anton has 8. Butter has 7. AB going back to AB and Vernon, they have 6.
Okay.
5th grade, we got Mandrell Howe.
Mandrell.
Okay. Y'all know the resume. Listen to the resume.
That's what's up, bro.
In 4th grade, we got AB.
So all these coaches are under the same organization?
3rd grade, 2nd grade, we got Mike Bradley. Mike Bradley was a player of the year coming out of Arkansas. He was a state champion. He went and played Division I ball. So right now, I feel like grassroots-wise, man, you can stack our development team up to anybody, and it's just
I'm like crazy. I'm just getting started too, man.
Just getting started. It ain't even been a year yet.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of it. Like you said, man, we hadn't even been doing this. I think next month would be right at a year, if not close to it.
Nah, but it's 2nd week of June.
Yeah. That's why I say kind of close to it. But the vision always was, man, one of the things when we kind of really just sat down and talked about it and thought about it, man, North Little Rock has always had talent, period. You know what I'm saying? Man. But the thing was, a lot of our talent, especially like in the latter years, we kind of just felt like they was having to go across the water to get that certain recognition.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Having to go play on the Hawks and the Wings and, teams like that. And so we just wanted to bring it back to the North and, you know what I'm saying, have something that we could take pride in, but also, something that has our stamp on it, our brand. And so that's really kind of the vision behind it. So.
I heard you mention, JD, about, challenges as far as, kids financially. But as far as like mentoring a kid, how do you all take that approach when it comes to that?
Man, so obviously, one of the first things that you can do that is that I truly believe that kids need to be able to see what it is you ultimately trying to teach them to be. It can't be that don't do as I do as I say type thing. Yeah. We all come from parents who used to throw that out there. But the truest way, man, to build something is to build it in front of them and show them how to lay it brick by brick. So you must ultimately be a product of what it is you're trying to construct, right? Yeah. So that's why I say it goes back to the point of the names that I just named, that grassroots names that I just gave you, Anton and Butter, to Mandrell Howe, to Anthony Black, to all these people, and it's just like, it takes that, man. And then, we're very involved with the community. So, we have DYA Academy. That's a different part of this. We have a schooling in this that deals with student athletes who want to get homeschooled as well. So they can have advanced learning and advanced skill training. Mm-hmm. They don't have to be in school all day. Let's be honest. A lot of these schools are turning into daycares. Your kids at 9 hours a day gone from home. They get home, you ask them what they learn, and they barely can tell you anything.
Right.
So it's nothing like having that one-on-one training where they can have a teacher that's dealing with them on their learning curve, helping them advance their learning capability. But then now it's giving them more time through the day to also be able to get skill development, because that's the race. If you think about most Olympians, boxers, etc., they've been doing this for years, man. This is nothing new. It's almost kind of like a step of what OTE decided to do when they first created
Right. Yeah.
IMG. There's programs and people who's done these things before. So that's kind of been an approach that we have. Me and Vernon are very active in the schools. So we go up there, we talk with teachers. We show up for a lot of these kids on parents-teacher conference meetings, and the parents not there. And that's no knock on the parents. It's just another layer of accountability that they have of somebody that's looking over their shoulder to be like, hey, we holding you responsible.
Yeah.
We're holding you responsible, man. So we do stuff like that, man. We have strength and conditioning coaches in the program. Shout out to Dan. We have nurses in the program. We work with Baptist Memorial on that. So our kids have on-call nurses. Every time they're in practice, a game, etc., there's always nurses on call that there to help with rehabilitation, training, any injuries that take place. Shout out to Ashley Taylor and different ones. We have sponsorship by GNC, where they give our kid health benefits. Any kid that's in the program get medical benefits. We got Beyond Curriculum. Shout out to Felicia Scott. But they deal with the kids on speech communication, tutoring, etc. So, man, this is way more than basketball, brother. Like, we're literally we're creating student athletes, not basketball players. Student athletes.
Impressive.
Come on, now.
Impressive, bro. Very impressive, bro. Very professional, very impressive, bro. Yeah, I salute y'all on that, brother.
Yeah. I want to stay in the realm of DYABL. How did y'all get the partnership with New Balance?
Man.
Ooh, man.
I want to make sure, hey, moment of silence for Jerry Bruce. Bruce.
Yeah.
His kid came through our Skills and Drills Academy.
Yeah.
And he's just like, man, the way y'all teach and the way y'all have a controlled aggression with these kids in here. We teach our kids how to be assertive. So there's a lot of kids that come to our program and their parents and the kids are just kind of almost taken back by their level of aggression. And y'all know from North Florida, our kids play with a different level of aggression.
Yes.
But it's trying to teach them how to control that.
Yeah.
Right.
We don't try to dumb it down. We don't try to take it away from them. We push it out of them, but we try to teach them how to control it. So it was one of the things that he admired about our Skills and Drills. So he initially had a kid that was playing on another team. He had a guy that came in from New Balance, looked at it, and it was like, this is just not quite what I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
But then he heard about us. And one thing led to another, and we was on the phone with New Balance. Shout out to Lamont. Lamont ended up being the national sales director over New Balance basketball. We talked to him, and it was literally about they only wanted our 2031 class because of how it's loaded in that class for us. And we was excited about that, man. And when we got off the phone with him, me and Vito was stupid excited. But, man, I went to sleep that night, man, and when I woke up, I knew it had to be bigger than that. So that deal was in the works, and I went back to the guy, and I was like, I want to structure something different. And it's like, well, what do you mean? I said, I want a conglomerate deal.
Yeah.
And he almost kind of giggled, like, well, a conglomerate, like, what does this look like? And I said, man, I want to be able to have a conglomerate deal for DYABL that allows us to bring in any organization, and it allows them to keep their brand, their likeness, and their name.
Okay, that's fair.
Because, man, when it comes to trying to get people to come together for the better of these kids, what happened is too many of these people feel like, man, they put too much blood, sweat, tears, and finances into these programs. And that's why they never like to let a kid go over to another program or lose talent or whatever it may be, because they feel like, man, everybody fighting for position.
Yes.
So I said, man, DYABL can't be a team. It got to be an organization. It got to be something that houses other programs that's trying to get exposure. And that way they don't look at me as being a competitor. They look at me as being something that becomes opportunity. So it kind of came about that point. I was like, man, I want to do this across all sports. I want to do this for cheerleading, track, volleyball, dance, basketball, football.
You trying to sew it up. Don't sew it up. Yes, sir.
And then that way, it don't matter if they're the zebras. They now can have a collaborative deal with New Balance by being DYABL zebras. If you was called the sprinters, you can now be Little Rock sprinters. You can now be DYABL Little Rock Sprinters. I'm not asking you to give your name up. I'm not asking you to give what you built up.
Right.
None of that. I just want to create a partnership with you based on the partnership we have with New Balance, and allows these kids to get opportunities and exposure and be able to play on a platform. Like, we on a tier 1 circuit. That's unheard of grassroots rise.
Yeah, yes.
You know, we have organizations here that's on a tier 1, but most of those, as y'all know, is high school and up.
Yeah.
So Ideal didn't start at high school. Ideal started at grassroots, and it goes up. So the highest class that we have right now is only 8th grade, and it's gonna follow that 8th grade all the way up.
Okay.
So now by the time our 8th graders become 12th graders, we'll be 12th down a second.
Okay.
You know, so we did ours differently, man. We did ours brick by brick. We didn't go put the roof on first and then say we want to build a foundation up under it. And that's no slight to anybody, because, man, shout out to all the programs that give kids any opportunity, any exposure, any constructive criticism, any teaching. You know, shout out to all of them. Shout out to all of them. But New Balance was in a area where they know Nike, Adidas, and these different people that run the top already. Yeah. So when you're trying to get your feet wet in this, they understood that it'd be a different approach for us to come in at grassroots and build a relationship with these kids being young, and then we have a better chance at having them and maintaining relationships with them as they go off into high school and college.
Okay. But then you got to add in the fact that not only were we successful in doing that, we are successful in being fully funded by New Balance as well. You can't forget that, because a lot of people haven't been able to do just that. You know, a lot of teams, and there's no knock to any organization, you know, if you're able to afford to play on these circuits, you know, it's a big deal no matter what. But the fact that they saw something in us and gave us the opportunity to come in fully funded, man, that's I mean, like that's a major weight that has been lifted, and it's something that we are extremely proud of.
Man, they took care of backpacks, shoes, tournament fees, insurance, jerseys, funded the whole thing. You know, and
it came back around though, brother. Y'all was doing that's good karma, man. Good intentions.
Boom. To your point, it came back around.
Yes, it came back around, brother.
That's what I like to call, you know, when preparation meets opportunity.
Exactly.
You know, preparation. And this is something that we've envisioned and been working on, and it's so crazy, man. I really feel like with what we have going on, really the sky is the limit.
Yes,
man, we've been extremely blessed, and I'm talking about like beyond measure. I can't even really express how thankful I am for the opportunities that we've had, man, just to work with these. We have some amazing kids in our program, and I just really see big things for the program as a whole. But it was so crazy. I don't get on Facebook often, but the other day I looked on there and I saw Mr. Jones had posted something about the facility in Cabot. Mm-hmm. It's a nice facility. I think they have about 6 or 7 courts, and they host volleyball and basketball tournaments and all of that stuff. So I just want to go ahead and put it out there in the atmosphere, man. We coming. I mean, I'm me and JD. We gonna put the door on our back, man.
Let them know.
We gonna speak it into existence, man. We will have a facility in the next 5 years. We will have a facility that is ours, something that the NORF has.
Yes,
you know, and that we can host tournaments and bring big time tournaments and, you know, do events out of, you know, something. But it, you know, because there's Little Rock got what they got, and, you know, Cabin and all, you know, other places. We're gonna have something that we can call the NORF. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
That's what we're gonna do, man. We're gonna put it on our back. We're gonna make it happen.
Already, like you said, put it out there, bro. I do my part. I do my part to keep y'all lifted as well. So,
hey, one more time, shout out to Jerry, man. Like, I do not
shout out to Jerry, man.
Angel, man. He was an angel to us.
Yeah, big time, big piece, man. So
that's what's up. I'm gonna ask one more question before my boy Shaft jumps to his segment, but this is the question of all questions.
Here we go. Drum
Give
roll.
me your Mount Rushmore or North Little Rock basketball.
Uh-oh.
There's only 4 heads on that thing.
I've never seen any more than 4.
Give me y'all Mount Rushmore.
Coach Rice had like 15, but that's Coach Rice. He could do that.
Hey, and I'm actually glad you said that because, like, let's put him on a whole nother mountain on himself.
Oh yeah, yes. Okay.
Yeah, like if we talk about Mount Rushmore, let's just talk about who built it.
Yes, sir.
For me, so I jump into mine. Let me get into mine, man.
Go ahead.
So for me, one thing, like I said, that I like to stress to our kids is, man, being a student athlete. Student comes before athlete.
Yes.
So when we get to talking about Mount Rushmore, you're getting close to, like, we're talking about the best to do it, GOAT status, however we want to kind of label these things to be. So for me, man, I'm gonna modernize mine a little bit more because I have different people that I came up that I thought were the best basketball players that my eyes have seen, right?
It's your list. It's your list.
My list.
It's what it is.
So I'm gonna say this. To me, it's hard to say Mount Rushmore without state championships.
Okay.
Because you got to say winning has to factor into
Say that.
Mount Rushmore.
Yes.
So we done had plenty of talent, and I done seen us fall too early. So I'm gonna give credit to the ones who closed the deal because that's why they on Mount Rushmore.
Yes, sir.
Hey, this your list, brother.
Okay. So the first one I'm gonna kick off with is Kayvon Allen, man.
Okay. He was on mine. He was on mine.
Championships in him.
Yeah. Nobody.
I may be wrong with it, but I don't know if anybody got
I don't
more
think
than
nobody
Kayvon.
has none.
Gotta put him up there. His class, man, he actually was a part of a class that was in the top 29 in the nation, top 30 in the nation.
Yes.
Wow. And everybody knows thousands and thousands of high schools.
Yeah.
Thousands of high schools.
Yeah.
His got up to 29.
Yes, sir.
I gotta throw in my boy Moses Moody.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, going back to Kayvon,
Yeah.
it went on. He went on to Florida. His resume there was pretty good, and he got to play a little professional ball and make money at it. Moses Moody. Yeah. He got to go to Arkansas. I mean, you can get back on a handful of athletes we can count that made it to the Razorbacks.
Yes.
It could have been more by choice, but still, that's a big thing. And then we know what he did there, and he's playing the game that he loved, and he's doing it on the highest level.
Yes, sir.
That's Mount Rushmore.
Shout out Golden State.
Boom. I got to go with Khalil.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Got to go with Khalil. Once again, another state champion, right?
Yep.
Another person who closed the deal for North Little Rock. I got to give you that. And then we're looking at a lottery player. And
matter of fact,
somebody that's in the running for Rookie of the Year.
He's a starting center for the Miami Heat right now.
Yes.
There we go. I'll follow it up, man, with I'm gonna follow it up with Nick Smith.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow it up with Nick Smith.
Yeah.
Another one who closed the door.
That's a nice four-headed monster right there.
Yeah, it's another one, man, who's playing in the NBA, doing it at the highest level, meaning he excelled as a student athlete, even in college, and it allowed him to go on to the next level. All these players that I named was students. They were students of not only the game, but they excelled as students that allowed them to get to the next level of the NBA. And then I just got to, guys, because y'all know I can't. I know it's only 4, but I can't leave it without saying Anton Beard, man. That's my bias. That's my home guy. He got him 3 too. They all went with the north side. Yeah. But he got him 3 too. So I got to throw his son out there. That's family, baby.
I think Butterhead named him as well. So yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
respect. I like all those that you named. Speaking of student athlete, one of my guys that's gonna go on the Mount Rushmore, I gotta go Con Cotton. Yeah. One of my guys. I really can't even express how much I miss that dude. We had some definitely had some good times laughing, man. But just to see him play ball was like nothing short of amazing. Mark, you remember that year when we played the Jammers? Played over at the East Campus. We played against the Jammers, and I kid you not, man, we had our first, our first 15 points, Con had them all by himself.
Easy.
He came out.
He said
I'm talking about
Easy. He got
shooting
the
straight
I'm a
ball,
veteran.
I'm talking about all Cotton by himself. It was like 15-8 or something crazy like that. But Con came out wetting that thing. But he was one of them dudes that his work ethic was crazy, man. So I gotta go Con. I would definitely, man. I mean, just hands down, I gotta go Kenneth Lawrence. KJ Lawrence, man, that's another one, man. Rest in love, man. I miss you daily, bro. I
miss
think
my
about
guy.
you
Miss him,
all
boy.
the time. Like, no cap, man. That is my guy, man. Another guy that I really had just a lot of fun with, a lot of good times. I'm gonna go with another one, man. It's so crazy. Y'all, I don't know, how far back y'all go with North Little Rock basketball, but one of my cousins, James Browse, Moon Pie.
Oh, what?
Man, yeah.
Come on, dog.
I got to go with
Come
Big
on,
Cuz.
bro.
Shout out to Big Cuz, man. It's so crazy. I took Coach Ingram class. I think either my junior or senior year. Me and him, we just sat around and got to talking about basketball one day. But he told me that Moon Pie was probably in his top 5 guards that he coached. And so that meant a lot to me, just because like that's my big cuz.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, used to put hands on me and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So shout out to Big
Cuz.
Cuz.
Play. He gave me some buckets in Sherman Park a few times.
Oh yeah. Yes,
I made a joke about a moon pie. I think I brought a moon pie in there. He said, "I got you." I thought I'm funny. I brought a moon pie in there eating this. I'm gonna tear you up. He said, "All right."
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He didn't tell you, man. He didn't play at all. Pick up in the game, anything. Moon pie, great.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, I remember many days being out there in Washington as a little boy trying to shoot that ball, man. And you know what I'm saying, showed me how to do it. And the last but not least, man, I'm gonna go with a big man. This big man can shoot the pill. I mean, flat out shoot, but then he got footwork too. But Coach Ingram played him as a big man. I'm gonna go with my boy Big Stuff. I'm gonna go out there and put
yeah.
Shout out Stuff.
I'm gonna
Big
put
Stuff,
my dog
Big
out
Stuff,
there,
bro.
Yes, sir. So that'll be my 4, man.
He ended up going to the league for football, didn't he?
Yeah. Ravens.
Didn't he get a ring? He didn't get a ring, didn't he?
I don't know if he got a
ring. The league, though.
Yeah, he was
close to it.
Yeah, Big Steph, man.
Yeah.
He was with what's the other? Was the Damian, the other big man?
Damian Williams.
That
was Damian Williams. Eddie Withers.
That was Mike Monroe. Was that
Eddie
Myron
Withers
Jackson?
was with them.
Who was?
Eddie Withers was with them.
Eddie.
I want to say Bundy was the sophomore the junior that was playing with them that year. Bundy.
Okay, yep, Bundy. Man, Bundy, boy, he was a boy. Him and Corelli, them some
oh my God.
Bundy and Corelli was some of the toughest cats. They would have stuck with it, bro. We'll be talking. He'd be in your Mount Rushmore, JD.
Yeah.
Bundy was tough. Bundy was super tough. I like that, man. I like that, man.
I ain't mad at that.
I ain't mad at that.
Hey, but look. My favorite player to watch, man, was Leo Gillum, man.
Oh, wow.
He was more charismatic than how
can you not love Leo?
Man,
how can you not love Leo, man?
I used to love to watch him play, man.
Leo coming from Little Rock, over to North Little Rock, man, he fit right in, bro. He fit right in. Leo used to come in with the jokes. He worked hard. He was
immediately.
Immediately, bro. Like, everybody loved Leo.
What's
His daddy
so
was cool and
funny?
everything.
It's another guy, because you made me think about it when you said came in from somewhere else. I got to give a shout out to my boy Justin Stuckey, man.
For sure.
Stuckey. Hey, man. Stuckey used to light them nests on fire.
Man, him and KJ, though. Him and KJ together,
oh
bro.
my God.
They was killers.
Oh, my God. It was unbelievable, man.
So one of y'all may know, though, with Leo, how did the gorilla or the monkey thing come about? Did any of y'all know?
I don't know, bro.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I'll make sure I ask him. He watching, though. I know he be checking. We'll go ask him. I remember Stuckey was so fun because Stuckey used to dance in the game. He'll dance, he'll do his hand like that. Like, dude is out there having fun, man. That little kick jump shot. Well, him and
yes, sir. That show he'll do it every time, man.
Yeah,
man. Yeah. Where you at, Shaft? Where you at, Shaft?
Yeah, what's up?
All right, you know what I'm saying? So this segment of podcast of North is called All Things Considered with Shaft. Now, before I get started, I'm gonna remind you to like and subscribe to the podcast. You see a little notification over there on YouTube. Hit that little notification. Like and subscribe so you don't miss none of this good content.
Yes.
Now, what I like to do is talk a little about the Golden State Warriors.
Okay.
Golden State Warriors is the focus of this episode of All Things Considered. So the Golden State Warriors are one of the more interesting teams in the league right now.
Talking about Moody them?
Huh?
Moody them?
Yeah, Moody in there. Yeah. That's right. Moody in there. That's right. Moody is a big part.
Big
what
part.
They got going on.
Moody ball.
Moody is playing very well for the Warriors right now. Getting a lot of time, averaging about 28 minutes a game.
Mm-hmm.
So he's doing a lot. He's doing a lot of big things for Golden State. And so they're 8-10 in their last 10 games. Pretty good record. Even though they dropped one last night, still 8-2 in their last 10 games. 8-2 in their last 10 games. Even though they dropped last night, Jimmy Butler has been a big part of their success. He has added a motor and an energy to this team that you haven't seen in a while, ever since really KD left. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then when they traded Clay, they kind of changed the dynamic of the teams. I believe getting Butler in there was a really big motivation factor for them. And they've been playing some good ball. They look like a really dangerous team out in the West, you know. But some troubles have hit them lately because Stephen Curry went down the other night with a back injury.
Yes.
Now he's expected to be back pretty soon, but they have to be able to weather the storm without Stephen Curry. Stephen Wardell Curry. I'm gonna say his whole name. Stephen Wardell Curry.
Wardell, man.
The best shooter that God has ever created, as Stephen A. Smith would say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Stephen A. Smith, boy.
Stephen A. Smith, you know what I'm saying? So can the Warriors weather the storm without Stephen Curry? And I like their future too. They got some good young pieces. They got Moody, they got Pods. They got some really good two-way players as well too. So the future is looking bright for the Warriors. I believe with a good offseason and a few moves they can make, all things considered, the Warriors have a very good outlook in the next 2 or 3 years. Now, they need to win in the next 2 or 3 years for Stephen Curry to be able to have a major impact on the team. But all things considered, the Warriors are looking up, and the sky is looking a lot brighter for them these days since the trade of Jimmy Butler. Now, I'm gonna turn it over to my brethren in reference to their championship pedigree and their championship aspirations. And I'm gonna start off with the veteran Warrior fan, Mark Rideout. Do you think the Warriors have a chance to win a title this year?
I think they have a chance, man. Just I'm a Draymond Green fan. Let me put that out there. I love how passionate he plays. And I think there's only a handful of people in the NBA that plays defense, and they take pride in playing defense. Yeah. All that kicking and other, he can have all that shit. But as far as his approach and his story, as far as somebody who came in, late round and kind of created a name for himself, I'm a big fan of that. I think they can do it just off confidence wise. I think you get a guy like Draymond and Jimmy Butler, who has seemed to humble himself and embrace the fact that he's around and he's in the championship program and he actually has a chance. I think they can. I don't think a lot of teams want to see them when it comes to playoff time. But at the same time, as far as their camaraderie and how they click all of a sudden, I think they got a real good chance, man. Because usually you have players that get traded. Then you have conversations like, them meshing together and just trying to figure out who's going to lead and who's going to fall back and take their role player role, their star player role. But as far as his impact immediately, it just gives me belief that they have had conversations off the court, that they all kind of respect each other and they're willing to play for each other and just kind of just go out there and just make it just about one individual. So for me, I think they got a chance, man. I think they got a chance. I think they really do have a chance.
All right. What about you, Yoshi? What you think about the Warriors?
Man, I'll be honest with you. This is my thing with the Warriors. I got 3 letters, TBD. I think it's definitely going to be determined.
Yeah.
this is my thing. I've gotten because I actually like the Warriors a lot. They are a running gun team. I like how they play. Shout out to Wardell. You know what I'm saying?
Wardell.
I mean, definitely one of the guards to be reckoned with in the league. But I think honestly, without him, it's definitely going to be an uphill battle. But the thing is, man, I don't want to get excited about what they're doing because I've done that in the past, and then they go get beat, and it's kind of like, dang, man.
Are you a Warriors fan?
Yeah, I like the Warriors, man. Now I'm
Okay.
still, as you can, I don't know if you can see my background. I got the Bulls back there. I'm still riding with the Bulls.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I respect the Warriors a lot, man. Honestly, how can you not respect them? Like you said, you got Draymond. At one point in time, you had the Splash Brothers. You got KD. So they've always had a pretty good pedigree of players that they put together. It's just the thing, sometimes it don't always hold up.
Right.
That's my only thing, man. So we'll see. I think adding Butler to the fold is definitely a good look. I think he can come in and change the dynamic on any team. So, like I said, man, we'll see. TBD.
Hey, really quick before you go, JD, I'm gonna piggyback off your Bulls take. So, right now, the top markets in the NBA are flourishing. You got LA, you got Boston, you got New York. The only market that ain't flourishing is Chicago. If they get Cooper Flag, it's a wrap. So I hope. So I'm praying that Chicago gets Cooper Flag in the draft this year because that'll set that market off. They'll be back up, with a high trajectory where they should be. So I hope Chicago Bulls get Cooper Flag, man.
They better stop winning games then.
I know.
Right.
I know.
Right.
They better stop winning.
Right now, I think they projected Washington. If he go to Washington, they actually want him to go back to college and just kind of sit out here just to get better,
Man, that's a place to go and get buried, man.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Warriors, JD?
Sure. You know what I mean? I think the West is kind of wide open. So I think it's boxing, man. I think it's all come down to matchups. Like, I don't think they want to run into Oklahoma because I think Oklahoma's style fit there is better. They want to run and gun. Oklahoma has the athletes to just run and rip with them and play that style of pace. So, and I don't think you can kind of wear them down over the course of 6-7 games, Oklahoma. So I think that's a bad matchup for them. I think they more so need some of your bigger teams in which they can spread out and make that team have to pull their big mans off the floor to match their speed and match their game. So they can give Denver some fits because Butler can now create a matchup issue for them against against Murray. Plus, they have other athletes they can throw at them. They can speed the game up with somebody like, the Wizard down there that they got in the center. You know what I mean? But the big man, Lakers, I think Lakers will be too tough for them. I just think they don't want to see Oklahoma or want to see the Lakers. I think those are the two bad matchups for them. I think if they can get to the Western Conference Finals without having necessarily see one of those two somehow, some way, they can go to the finals because they even do well. They match up well against Boston.
Yeah, I agree with you, AD. I agree with you. I think Denver doesn't want to see Golden State because Draymond Green plays Jokic very well, very well,
which is hard to do.
Which is hard to do. Yes, I'm saying he sets his mind on defensive minded, so he sits there and study players.
Draymond Green gets in Jokic's head. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they want to see the Warriors.
He had cat out there crying when they played the Knicks. I said, I love this cat, boy. Love this cat.
Hey, really quick, Ashley Taylor, she said DYABL, shout out love. You know what I'm saying? So Ash Taylor gave y'all a shout out. DYABL.
Appreciate you watching too, Ash. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Make sure you like and subscribe, darling.
Well, bad fellas. Right. Before I get into what I want to speak about, man, I kind of want to see what you guys think about. I know y'all been dealing with a lot of kids.
Hold on, Ryan. I didn't answer. I got an answer. I got to be devil's advocate.
Oh, my bad, player.
I got to be devil's advocate.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no, they not.
Okay. Just no.
No. Yeah, people say people don't want to see them. I mean, honestly, I don't even think they want to see the Rockets.
I keep forgetting about the Rockets, man.
I don't think a lot of people want to see the Rockets, though.
I don't even think they want to see a healthy Minnesota. Anthony Edwards is a monster.
Oh yeah.
He
didn't cut back. He didn't cut back on the fines and the cussing. He's starting to figure it out too.
And they have nobody that can guard him.
Don't forget about Memphis.
They have nobody that can guard him.
You got Memphis, and I'm just gonna pick off with it's all about matchups. Yeah. So it really just kind of depends on who they get that first round. I don't think they get out of the second round regardless.
Yeah,
I do like the Jimmy Butler pickup, but I just don't think they deep enough.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we all agree that Austin Reeves is the best third option in the NBA right now?
Yes, I can. I will agree.
Okay. I like that young man a lot, man. Yeah. I think that the nickname AR-15 suits him. It suits him very well.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That's a very good moniker for him.
Hold on, what you thinking about, JD? You pondering over there, man. You think he got another answer for me?
So I'm a diehard Lakers fan, but the thing that I ponder about is I hate to give it to this not this person, but this team, Boston. Drew Holiday, man.
Yes.
He's a monster.
Because we're gonna assume Jason and we're gonna assume Jalen, right?
Brown, right?
Yeah. So you got them two. So the third for them is gonna be Drew.
Yes.
I'm not gonna move Reed here to Drew right now. Not right now.
Okay.
Reed has been doing it for about a month and a half. Yeah. Drew Holiday has been doing it now for
about 3-4 years. Yeah. But then he's a better defender as well. So I stand corrected.
Corrected. I'm gonna stick with Drew right now. Just right now. I hate to do that because it's Boston, man. But hey, I'm gonna stay real with it. Yeah.
I think it depends on what you're looking for. If you want, because Drew is taking a step back offensively, you know what I'm saying? So he can still give you offense, but he's taking a step back offensively. If you want offense, Austin Reeves is your guy.
Yeah.
Because Austin Reeves get anywhere from 45 to 25 points.
He got a bag.
He got a bag. You know what I'm saying? So depends on what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? It really does.
Yeah. Ride out.
Well, man, first of all, I want to remind y'all, man, like I've been listening to a lot, and I'm very impressed with what you guys got going. I've always, like I talked to y'all before, I've been refereeing for a little while, and I see, from my perspective, different definitions of coaches. Just throughout the conversation, just realizing you all's intentions, and then seeing how things are starting to grow for you all. I could tell this is something that y'all pray for. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to just remind y'all just to stay humble. I think y'all intentions are great. You know, I think y'all one of them coaches that I can only coach a good game, but you can also coach somebody to have a better life. You know what I'm saying? Because not everybody's going to make it to the NBA.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? But I feel like what y'all from y'all spirit and how y'all talk and the humility, that you all are going to make more great men than anything. Even those who make it to that professional level, they're still going to have a respectable manners that you all are going to get from you all. Y'all named some great coaches that was inspiring to me as well. Rico, we talk about Mr. Noble, Coach Rice, you know, all of that. So we come from that breed, so it's only fair for us to give all that stuff back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very impressed, man. Like I can tell you all, just stay humble, stay the course. Challenges are going to come, but none of that should change. You know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all before, anything y'all need from me, Shaft, show, either it's through conversation or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? When I take my time out, I'm going to continue to keep you all lifted because I'm a fan of what you all got going right now. I've been burning for a while, JD, you know, back then, man. So y'all have our 100% support. I love what I'm hearing. You know, if I had a child coming up, I would feel safe. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that they're going to get skills on and off the court. You know what I'm saying? They won't just respond, yeah. They're going to say, yes, sir. I know that. I can see that from you all, just by how they speak to us. So just stay the course, fellas. Like I said, you know, I appreciate y'all coming on the show. You know, get a chance to express what you all have going, New Balance, and you know, for the things that y'all are already experiencing now. Y'all on a great path, man. So don't doubt yourself. Regardless of what they say, keep going, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm proud of y'all, man. Proud of y'all.
Man, to follow up with that real quick, Mark, man, before we get out of here, man, I just want to take time to give out a shot, man, to all the programs across the state of Arkansas, man. All Red, the Hawks, GTG, OTM,
IGN.
IGN, 501 Elite. Man, it's a gang of them. You know, Miss Sonia,
Myron
Mr.
Jackson said, shout out to them guys, Gorilla, 100%.
There we go.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Mr. Buchanan, man. E. Robertson. Like it's just the list goes on, man. And these are a lot of the teams that we pull from the same pool from, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I never look at any of this as competition, man, because at the end of the day, you know, I'm too grown for it to be about competition. It's about the kids. The kids can decide who they compete against and who they don't. The only people I believe the kids compete against is the environment, the classrooms, their conduct. That's the only competition they have in life, man, because as they become adults, man, that's the only competition that will maintain in life, the workforce, conduct, etc. So I really have no enemies, no competitors, man. I root for everybody.
No rivals,
I wish all the kids the best opportunities and etc. And then I want to make sure I give a special shout out to Mike Bradley, man. When we first started this program, Vito will tell you, and we were trying to find people to come in, coach with us, etc. Man, he was somebody, man, that had a kid in our program, and he was like, man, I work these times. I'm 7 to 7, man. Like I get off at 7 in the morning, but I do whatever I can to help. He was literally running back and forth with us, man, just coaching games, doing this, man. Solid dude, man. You know, and we've created other coaches that came in. I've not created, wrong word. We brought in other coaches, man, that then filled out our coaching staff and then bigged up our program real big. But man, it's my dude. Is a day one guy with this program. So I really want. He should have literally been on here with us, but Mike Bradley, man. You know, he a Little Rock guy. I want to make sure I put that out there. You know, we North all day. But I want to get an L they side as well, baby, because he's a Little Rock guy. He's solid, man.
And I definitely, man, speaking on Mike Bradley, I definitely, you know, believe in giving people their flowers while they can smell them. And so shout out, man, to Mike, because he does a lot for our program. But man, just to see everything that he does in a day's time. We talking about somebody that goes and puts in a full days of work like we all do, but he worked at that graveyard. So, you know, he in the gym putting in time and then leave the gym and go and being at work all night. Man, that's not no easy task.
No, that's a choice. He made a choice.
But that's a choice.
He made a choice,
to make a difference in kids' life, man. I can't do nothing but respect that. So shout out.
Really quick, Felicia Scott said, get comfortable being uncomfortable. DYABL is doing great things. Congratulations, gentlemen.
Yeah, and that's our slogan, man. So that's actually one of the people, man, that you know does with the beyond curriculum, the speech part of the program. But that's our motto with our kids, man. We trying to teach them how to be comfortable being uncomfortable, because that's really what life is about, man.
Yes, it is.
It's about carving out your space in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We trying to teach them they gods, man. It's like Christ said, they're not even the book itself tell you that you're gods. You know, so we trying to teach them that they're young kings, man.
Hey, come on now, bro.
Come on now,
sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
but
sir.
That also goes back to, you know, the question of what are we doing, you know, to try to mentor these guys. We ourselves, I mean, to do everything that we do and are bringing to the table, you have to be, you know, comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yeah,
right.
You know, being business owners and everything that it is that we're trying to achieve. You're going to have to get used to hearing no's and people, you know, talking behind your back and all of that, but you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable in order to attain all of that.
Yes,
so,
Shout out to Felicia Scott for sending us that lovely message. I appreciate that.
Appreciate that, Felicia, man.
Make sure you subscribe, darling.
Yes, ma'am. Please. I'm enjoying this, fellas, but I have to ask you, young, professional, sharp, black men, one more question before we end this podcast. If there was only one thing that you'd like people to get from this show, what would that be?
You go, V.
Only one thing. If I could say only one thing, for me on a personal level, I want people to understand that there is a serious side to me that I do, take care of business. A lot of people see me and they think, man, this dude always got a smile on his face.
Yoshi.
He always cracking jokes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Easy, being
Yoshi.
in the whole shebang. But as you can see, man, in order for me to do what I do on a daily basis, I have to take it serious. So there is definitely a serious side to me. And the thing is, I do what I do, but I have fun with it. Yes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just
nothing wrong with that, Yoshi.
Right. So if there's anything that you could take away from it, just know, man, that I do what I do. I love doing what I do. I do it with a smile, and I do it with all sincerity. I do it. I say it with my chest for sure.
Yes,
so
sir.
yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, what I say is, man, I'll shoot this part out to the kids that comes through this program, the kids that's in other programs, man. And that's to learn to control your thoughts. Manifest your thoughts and control your thoughts.
Come on, Doc.
Whenever Satan, that boy good.
Satan is nothing but the opposing thought of God.
Yes.
And that's for these kids to know. Satan is the opposing thought of God. Construct yourself, conduct yourself in a way that's always God-like, man. Think as a God. And I believe all this happened because I manifested it. Everything that's happening, I seen it before it happened. And I know a lot of people won't believe that. A lot of people won't get that. But the truth is, man, when you think positive thoughts and you fixate yourself on those thoughts and you put the work behind it, they truly become the fruits of your labor.
Yeah.
Because I believe we all create our own heaven and earth, and I believe that if you take the time, like doubt is nothing but Satan. So for all the kids that's watching, man, those kids that's part of the program that we told to tune in and watch this show when they get the opportunity, is understand, man, that you literally can create your own heaven and earth because it's nothing but a state of mind. And learn to control your thoughts, and then those become your words. And whatever you put out into the world, in positive vibes and positive frequency, positive energy, whatever you pour out into the world will pour back into you. So focus on what you want and go get it. Don't let nobody tell you can't have it.
Man, you look at here, man. Look at here.
We're gonna have to take up a collection plate.
Man, look at here. I do want to say we had some people chime in while you guys were speaking. Shout out to Kenneth Bell, you guys' classmate. What up,
Kenny Ray?
Also, even though, like I said, even though I know you guys are on one side of 1911, we got somebody that's on the other side of 1911. That's Isaac Henry. He gave his shout outs. He said, "My guys, good to see the NORF elevate."
Okay, yeah. Y'all, in case y'all was wondering what 1911 you talking about right there.
My boy,
No, close us out, right out.
Well, man, I'm filled, brothers. I'm proud to have this show tonight. You all have our contact. You all will be forever be a part of this show. We will continue to follow y'all. You have our support. And like I said before, man, I have no problem with it. I will keep you all lifted, man. We want to thank you for your time tonight. Continue to do what you can for those kids, impact lives, man. And we here, man. We represent the NORF, man. We giving back to where we came from. So thank y'all. I really do appreciate it. This was great. This was great, brother.
Good. We definitely appreciate y'all having us, man. It's been an honor for real. And I mean it for real. It's been an honor.
Well, y'all need anything, holler at us, man.
We here, man. And like I said, man, if you got anything that like I said, we can post on social media or anything that we need to do, we here 1,000%.
Y'all already been doing it. Every time we drop something, I see it on y'all page. So
Do you have a website you would like to enlighten people about?
Man, www.dyabylayton.com.
Okay.
www.dyabylayton.com.
There it is.
Yes, and we will continue to promote and support y'all stuff. So keep sending it on. We got you.
Yes, sir.
We definitely appreciate it.
Already.
No, ain't nothing like it. I'm trying to tell